Hey yo, I'm yapping here. What the? Like, subscribe. Let's get it.
Long time no see, am I right? Sorry for the absence. Been away, crafting the method, making sure things work out. But I want to explain myself and get that I'm still here, still making videos, and I'm still trying to figure out this work stuff with you guys or just life in general. Probably move away from more work talk, but maybe not. We'll see. Kind of thing that's affecting everybody right now. And I want to stay topical on that as I go over, what's going on with me and how things are working out for me. So where have I been? It's been a couple weeks. So I've uploaded a video now. I've done some shorts here and there for those from the videos. I've honestly been trying to do method as far as blocking out my time, trying to get something that works for me out the way so I can do stuff, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Just trying to figure out a system, eke out a system so you can do things on your own terms here or in a way that works for you, as opposed to when you can do it, rushing the product and not getting the results you want because it's just not working out for you in that way, right? So here's what I've come up with as far as what I'm trying to do. And you know what? First, I'm going to start talking about what I'm trying to do, what I've been doing, and then give you a bit of information on how I'm trying to tackle those things, right? Let's jump into it here. First thing that I've been trying to do is this YouTube channel, right? I've been trying to come up with ideas, blocking things off for, the time to do that, recording and stuff like that. And I did 4 videos so far in a couple sorts, and that's good, right? I want to keep that momentum up, but I am trying to do this while working a full-time job, while trying to do a bunch of other things. I'll get into this video later here. I'm still a father, I'm still a husband, all of this stuff, and it's, a bit more to juggle than I anticipated, but this is the one thing that I'm trying to do, and I still want to do this. I do want to continue to work with this project, not only for you all, but for myself as well. It gives me a space to recount what's going on in my life, talk about things, and try to get that out of the way as well. When it comes to just living life, proving that I'm still here, right? Another thing that I want to get into, what I'm trying to do is t-shirts or just do something with my designs. I am an artist, or a designer. I say that more so than an artist because I tend to do graphic design more than anything else. I've designed for logos, I would design logos for bands, for other clients of other businesses. I've done a couple of website revamps and stuff like that here. But I've taken a break on that since then, which was all commission work, by the way. I've taken a break on that now to kind of pursue other things or see what else is out there for me. And as far as it goes for that, what I'm trying to do now with it is incorporate some designs that I have laying around. I'm trying to get something working when it comes to t-shirts or clothing brands, something of that nature here. Because what I want to do is make sure that my vision for art, which I'll post on to the channel here just so you guys know what's going on, but I want to keep things separate or, just not muddy the waters too much, if that makes sense when it comes to my interest in things I'm keeping up here. But I've been working on that as well. And, I know that seems like a lot already, but there's more. I still have a day job, which is IT related, and that's about as far as I go with that. But in that field, what I'm trying to do is level up that field as well. There's certificates that I want to get to up my skills, get my career on a better track, and give myself more options to perform or to get a paycheck, especially with the way things are going now. AI is scary in a sense, but it also is very helpful once you learn the basics, learn how to do certain things that will get you out of that hole of just being scared of it. I know for me, for example, when it comes to AI, I've been trying to focus more on the basics, like generating effective prompts to get what I can out of it. Finding out how the different models work and what they are. Like ChatGPT, probably the biggest example, is specifically a language learning model, right? And what I've learned from that is, maybe you already know, but if you know more, drop it in the comments. And if you've been here before and seen any of my other videos, how about giving me a subscription and like the video? Go check out some of my sources, some other videos. It costs you nothing, and it means everything to me. I appreciate that. But definitely drop it in the comments below. Let me know how you're feeling about AI in general. Getting back on track though, I've learned that ChatGPT is a language learning model, and it's not the end all be all for all AI. And it's hard to tackle that when it's being implemented in my job as well. But I think that at this point in time, it's not going anywhere, and there's benefits from it that I can use. I don't. That's not to mean I'm going to rely on it for everything. I still write my own shopping list, right? When it comes to that, but again, there's things that it can help with, and I want to be on the at least knowing how to effectively use that, or even if it is something I need to avoid, I still need to know the enemy, right? I'm working on that. And another thing I'm working on is I'm actually trying trying to work on writing books or PDF books, which mainly focus on my skills of resume writing, and a little bit about me and that whole side of me and what I want to work on here. I want my resumes to that I help people with to focus on people who don't have the prior knowledge of what to do with a resume or how to build out a resume for corporate work or for getting another job or even cataloging their job experience. And to shine more light on that, me myself personally, I've done freelance work for people when it comes to writing resumes, when it comes to sprucing up resumes or formatting them, because I just am a solid writer, and I've had enough jobs at this point to know what companies want or what corporations want to see out of an employee. Especially now when we have ATS software taking care of things when it comes to reading resumes and reading people's job applications. There's also always, or not always, but there's generally, or lately, there's been a long line in between what people or who reads your resume first. The long line in between getting your resume in front of a real pair of eyes so you can get to the interview and make your point to the corporation, right? Now, what I want to do is write a book about resumes as a concept and then kind of relate that back to your average person who may be struggling with applying to jobs now, who may not understand that their resume that they've written up themselves in Word isn't really hitting the bar or hitting the points that they're going to get results from. And I want to try to fill that pain point for people at a pretty effective cost point to myself. I've been doing it before or on a case by case basis, but I feel like the best thing to do would be to expand that to as many people as possible, set a framework for it, right? So to jump back to what I was discussing before, and while I'm here, I wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk more about how I'm handling these things, what I'm doing to break these things off so that everything's effective and I can have time. And I went over a couple different things here so far as what I want to do. I want to write a book about resumes and how to make those effectively easy for people with maybe less of an understanding or general understanding of that, bring them into the 21st century or 21st, I like to call it 21.1 century, 21st.1 century because of AI now. I want to focus on my art some more and make sure that I'm not only doing things that I like, but things I like are getting seen. Trying to figure out, algorithms and stuff like that to make that come out. I want to finish working on my career in my day job when it comes to tech and IT and get further in that realm. However it may be, I haven't decided to focus yet, but I've been in the industry for a while now. So it's about time I figured out how to level up from help desk or, level 1.5 support. And I'm also doing YouTube. So that's about 5 things to my account. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about it. If I am wrong about it, give me a subscription. So I'm going to have to count those subscriptions up and get my numbers right. But I'm doing these things, and it's hard to try to juggle them at once. And coming back to the beginning of this video of me not being as focused as I want to be when it comes to this stuff, I want to make out a better system for that. So here's what I've come up with as far as what I can do. I'm going to keep it short because we're already about 10 minutes or so of recording here, but I want to block off my time effectively week by week, maybe every 2 weeks, depending on the length of time I need to finish a project. And to get into an example to that, based on what I was discussing before in my own life, with my own projects, I want to be able to spend the week working on YouTube videos, whether that whole week is me recording, batch recordings, batch editing videos, so I can have them timed out over time. I want to spend about a week or two at a time on my book, whether that be going to cafes and writing or getting some more research done for that chapter of the book or so on and so forth, so I can have it, readied out. I want to spend about a week of time doing graphic design, where I'm just focusing on making designs and doing things to fuel that endeavor, as opposed to just trying to do it when the inspiration strikes, which isn't a bad thing. But I think for what I'm trying to juggle, I need to be more precise with that. I also want to, make time for myself to study all the things that I want to do when it comes to getting a certificate or taking my career to the next level, or even pivoting from IT to another part in IT or something like that. I just need time to do those things. And I think the best way for me, and even for you listening to this video, really thank you for dropping by, is to block off my time effectively enough so that I can get things done. I focus too much on perfection. I feel like a lot of us do in our age group, whether it be millennial, Gen Z, Gen X, or whoever. We focus too much on perfection. And like I'm hearing everybody who has made it so far, you got to put out some dog shit. You got to put out a lot of dog shit at first to get it going. And I think that that's something I need to internalize a bit more. So thanks for staying with me, and thanks for coming by. And when it comes to putting out more dog shit, I hope your plates are clear, because I'm ready to dump on it. I'm ready to make sure everything gets out there, and I can put more of an effort into this. I think blocking down my system or blocking down my time in a systematic way can help. Let me know in the comments if you think this is something that you can use as well. I share this with you all so we can hopefully get to the next level together, and maybe we won't feel so alone in this process of trying to get out of the rat race, trying to get into the rat race even. I recognize the strengths in both, and I want to talk to you guys about it more. But this will be a short one, nothing too crazy. In this video, we should be playing more Castlevania. But if not, I will talk about what we're playing in the next recording, once I gotta play the game. I'm recording the video now before I play the game. So once we jump into it, we'll get more info on that. And let me know what games you guys are playing in the comments as well. I would love to hear about it. Let me know if you want to see me play anything else. I want to figure out how to do PSP emulation or something like that as well for more games. I recently got a PC as well, so that's taking up my time trying to figure that out. But once that gets figured out, and I organize that a bit more, we'll have a lot more videos, better quality videos. I've been doing all this on my phone so far. So if that's testament that you can do anything from your phone today, then take that and run with it. You can start a YouTube channel right from your phone if you want to, and then get better as time goes on. But I just want to check in with you all. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for yapping with me. And I'll see you soon. Much love. Have a good day.
Thanks for sticking with me here through the end of the video, whether I'm opening the pack, going through my weapons, or just checking out the menu screen. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks again for coming, and let's yap together again soon.